What is happening, Crypto Nation? Welcome back to Bitcoin Bulletin, where we dive headfirst into the most electrifying developments shaping our digital world. The news cycle is moving at warp speed, and if you're not plugged in, you're missing out on the action. Today, we've got a lineup that's going to keep you on the edge of your seat, packed with critical insights and market-moving updates. Get ready for a deep dive into the forces that could redefine your portfolio. We're talking about pivotal moments, strategic moves, and the sentiment shifts that dictate the flow of capital. You absolutely do not want to miss a single second of this. Let's get straight into it. We're kicking things off with a look at a familiar digital asset that's consolidating, but the charts are screaming potential breakout. We'll break down the technicals that suggest a significant move could be imminent, potentially unlocking substantial gains and signaling a broader market shift. This is the kind of chart action that gets traders buzzing, and we've got all the details. Next up, we're tracking the greed sentiment as major cryptocurrencies surge, driven by significant institutional backing and record ETF inflows. But amidst this rally, experts are weighing in on a potential deep Bitcoin correction. We'll unpack what this means for your holdings and the overall market stability. Then, we pivot to a fascinating strategic play in the data and AI space, revealing how a major player is integrating a dual-pronged approach, combining significant Bitcoin Treasury backing with ambitious campus growth plans. It's a bold move in a challenging market, and we're exploring the implications. And finally, get ready for a game changer from Coinbase. They're set to launch a groundbreaking futures offering that uniquely combines exposure to the Magnificent Seven tech stocks alongside Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. This is innovation at its finest, merging traditional finance with the digital frontier. Stick around because you need to know this. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you're subscribed and the notification bell is lit up because you won't want to miss any of our daily updates. A pivotal breakout looms. The cryptocurrency market is abuzz with anticipation as the DOGE BTC trading pair appears to be on the cusp of a significant breakout. Technical analysts have meticulously observed the pair consolidating within a classic triangle pattern, a chart formation widely recognized as a precursor to a substantial price movement. The critical threshold currently under intense scrutiny is the 22 cents resistance level. Successfully breaching this level is not just a technical indicator. It's seen as the key that could unlock a potential rally, igniting renewed interest and capital inflow into the asset. This consolidation phase has been ongoing for several weeks, characterized by repeated testing of both the upper resistance and lower support boundaries of the triangle. This period of indecision among traders often precedes a sharp, decisive move once the pattern resolves. The anticipation is palpable, as a breakout above 22 cents could signal a fundamental shift in market sentiment, potentially propelling the DOGE BTC pair towards the next significant resistance target. Analysts are pointing towards the 24 cents mark as the immediate next level, representing a healthy 10% increase from its current trading range. Such a move would not only be a technical win, but could also attract a broader spectrum of investors, from retail traders to larger institutional players looking for clear upward momentum. Adding to the bullish sentiment is the observed increase in trading volume as the price approaches the upper boundary of the triangle. This uptick in volume is often interpreted as a sign of growing accumulation by eager buyers, suggesting that conviction is building for an upward trajectory. While this is a positive signal, seasoned traders are keenly aware that the market is never without its risks. A failed breakout attempt could easily lead to a retest of the support levels within the triangle, or even trigger a more bearish reversal, underscoring the need for careful risk management. However, the trajectory of DOGE BTC is not unfolding in a vacuum. The broader cryptocurrency market dynamics and prevailing macroeconomic factors continue to play a crucial role. The performance of established giants like Bitcoin and Ethereum significantly influences the overall market sentiment and, by extension, the potential for altcoins like Dogecoin to rally. Therefore, while the technical setup for DOGE BTC presents a compelling short to medium-term bullish case, its ultimate success hinges on the stability and upward momentum of the wider crypto ecosystem. But is this technical setup enough to guarantee a rally, or are there hidden risks lurking beneath the surface? Next, we're diving into the shifting market sentiment as major cryptocurrencies climb, but experts warn of a potential deep Bitcoin correction. Greed returns, but is a deep correction coming? The cryptocurrency market is experiencing a notable uptick, with leading digital assets like Bitcoin, XRP, and Dogecoin showing significant gains. This resurgence in price action is largely attributed to a renewed sense of greed in the market sentiment, as indicated by the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, which has flipped from neutral to greed. Driving this optimism are substantial institutional investments, most notably Strategy Inc.'s acquisition of approximately $450 million worth of Bitcoin. This significant capital injection, coupled with robust net inflows of $260 million into Bitcoin spot exchange-traded funds as of September 2nd, signals strong institutional conviction and demand. Bitcoin itself reached an intraday high of $111,782.28, consolidating around that level, reflecting a positive market response to the influx of institutional capital. Ethereum, while trading flatter in the $4,300 region, also saw a healthy 9% pop in its trading volume over the last 24 hours. XRP made a strong comeback, reclaiming the $2.80 mark and surging over 3% in the same period. These movements contributed to a global cryptocurrency market capitalization of $3.82 trillion, marking a 1.34% increase in the last 24 hours. The market also saw significant liquidations, totaling over $267 million, with short position traders bearing the brunt of these losses, further indicating a shift towards bullish momentum. In contrast to the crypto market's ascent, traditional stock markets faced a downturn. The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell by 0.55%, the S&P 500 slipped 0.69%, and the Nasdaq Composite dropped 0.82%. This divergence is partly attributed to a surge in bond yields, with the benchmark 10-year Treasury note rising to 4.27% and the 30-year yield exceeding 4.9%. Investors are also weighing recent rulings, such as the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Federal Circuit striking down President Donald Trump's tariffs, adding a layer of complexity to the economic outlook. Amidst this positive crypto momentum, on-chain analytics firm CryptoQuant has offered a nuanced perspective, noting that Bitcoin has corrected approximately 12% from its all-time highs. While this might seem significant, CryptoQuant emphasizes that such pullbacks are not unusual within historical bull market patterns, where corrections typically range between -20% and -25%. The firm suggests these corrections are healthy, serving to reset excess leverage in derivatives markets and cool down any overheated sentiment, thereby paving the way for more sustainable growth. Widely followed analyst Michael van de Poppe echoed this sentiment, indicating a lower probability of a continued Bitcoin correction, especially if the price successfully breaks through the $112,000 mark ahead of the Federal Reserve's upcoming policy meeting. So, while the greed is palpable, is this the calm before a storm, or a healthy reset for a larger move? Now, let's shift gears to a fascinating strategic play in the data and AI sector, where a major company is making bold moves by integrating Bitcoin into its treasury and expanding its AI campus. Data giant bets big on Bitcoin and AI. In a market characterized by fragmentation and rapid technological advancement, Hyperscale Data is charting a unique course by adopting a dual-pronged strategy that intertwines significant Bitcoin treasury holdings with aggressive expansion plans for its artificial intelligence campus. This ambitious approach positions the company at the intersection of two of the most transformative sectors in the modern economy: digital assets and artificial intelligence, signaling a bold commitment to long-term growth and innovation. The company's decision to allocate substantial capital towards acquiring and holding Bitcoin as part of its treasury reserves reflects a growing trend among forward-thinking corporations. By embracing Bitcoin, Hyperscale Data not only diversifies its corporate assets, but also aligns itself with the burgeoning digital economy, potentially hedging against traditional financial system volatility and capitalizing on the unique value proposition of decentralized finance. This move suggests a deep understanding of Bitcoin's potential as a store of value and a medium of exchange in an increasingly digital world, setting a precedent for how data-centric companies might integrate digital assets into their core financial strategies. Complementing its digital asset strategy, Hyperscale Data is simultaneously embarking on a significant expansion of its AI campus. This initiative is geared towards bolstering its capabilities in artificial intelligence research, development, and deployment. In an era where AI is rapidly reshaping industries and driving innovation, the company's investment in physical infrastructure and talent acquisition for its AI operations underscores its commitment to staying at the forefront of technological progress. The synergy between a robust Bitcoin treasury and advanced AI capabilities could create powerful competitive advantages, enabling the company to leverage financial strength to accelerate AI development and vice versa. This integrated strategy is particularly noteworthy in the current market environment. While many companies are still navigating the complexities of integrating digital assets or are hesitant to commit significant resources to AI infrastructure, Hyperscale Data's decisive action demonstrates a clear vision and a willingness to embrace emerging opportunities. The company appears to be building a resilient and future-proof business model, one that is fortified by the digital scarcity and potential appreciation of Bitcoin, while being propelled forward by the transformative power of artificial intelligence. The success of this dual strategy could serve as a compelling case study for other organizations looking to harness the combined potential of digital finance and cutting-edge technology. It's a bold strategy, but will this fusion of digital assets and AI create a titan, or is it a high-stakes gamble? Get ready for a seismic shift in investment products as Coinbase prepares to launch a futures offering that bridges the gap between tech stocks and cryptocurrencies. Coinbase bridges stocks and crypto with new futures offering. Coinbase, a leading cryptocurrency exchange, is set to revolutionize the investment landscape with the upcoming launch of a groundbreaking futures product that uniquely combines exposure to the Magnificent Seven, Mag 7, U.S. tech stocks, and major cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Announced by CEO Brian Armstrong via X, this innovative offering, dubbed the Mag 7 Plus Crypto Equity Index Futures, aims to provide investors with a single, streamlined avenue to gain exposure to both traditional tech giants and the burgeoning digital asset market. The Mag 7 Plus Crypto Equity Index Futures will feature a hybrid index composed of 10 components. These include the 7 largest U.S. tech companies: Apple, Tesla, NVIDIA, Microsoft, Alphabet, Amazon, and Meta platforms, alongside Coinbase's own shares, the iShares Bitcoin Trust ETF, IBIT, and the iShares Ethereum Trust ETF, ETHA. The index will employ an even weighting methodology, ensuring that each of the 10 components represents an equal 10% weighting. To maintain market relevance and accuracy, the index will be rebalanced quarterly, adapting to shifts in market capitalization and performance. These futures contracts are scheduled for launch on September 22nd and will be monthly, cash-settled contracts. Armstrong emphasized that this product is part of Coinbase's broader vision to become an everything exchange, continuously introducing new products that cater to a diverse range of investor needs and market trends. This initiative marks a significant step in bridging the gap between traditional finance and the cryptocurrency space, offering a novel way for investors to diversify their portfolios and participate in the growth of both sectors. The announcement follows Coinbase's recent expansion of its perpetual futures offerings, which now include XRP and Solana, in addition to its existing Bitcoin and Ethereum perpetual futures. This strategic move highlights Coinbase's commitment to broadening its derivatives market and catering to a global audience seeking diverse trading opportunities. The company's stock, Coin, has shown resilience, gaining 22.26% year-to-date, and its recent product innovations are likely to further bolster its position in the market. In terms of market performance, the Roundhill Magnificent 7 ETF, MAGS, which offers equal weight exposure to the MAG 7 stocks, closed slightly lower on Tuesday, but has returned 8.62% year-to-date. The iShares Bitcoin ETF saw a post-hours increase of 0.33%, while the iShares Ethereum ETF rose by 1.3%, indicating positive sentiment towards these crypto-linked investment vehicles. Coinbase's strategic product development, particularly its foray into hybrid futures, is poised to attract significant attention from both institutional and retail investors seeking integrated exposure to the most dynamic segments of the financial markets. Will this innovative product unlock new investment opportunities, or is it just another complex financial instrument? That's all the action-packed news for today. But don't go anywhere, we've got a quick recap and a call to action coming right up. And that's a wrap on today's explosive market updates. We saw DOGE BTC on the verge of a major breakout. A market flipped to greed despite warnings of a Bitcoin correction. A data company strategically merging Bitcoin Treasury with AI campus growth, and Coinbase launching futures that blend tech stocks with crypto ETFs. Don't miss out on any of the action. Hit that like button if you found this valuable, smash subscribe to join the Bitcoin Bulletin family, ring that notification bell so you're always in the know, drop a comment with your thoughts on today's news, and follow us on all our social channels for more real-time updates. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more market-moving news.